up on this episode, 92%ers, you're going to hear a little recap from Thanksgiving week in the NFL, talk about the Fat Guy Fight Club that we started at the link. And
shit.
We've also got George fucking Clooney on the show today. What? How about that?
George Clooney?
Going to be 3 Bearcats on this podcast later.
Oh, little do they know.
We claim him. We're
claiming. Are you kidding? I don't care if it's for a week and he dropped out.
I don't even care if he just got accepted, but he never took a class. He's a Bearcat. All right, before we get into that, let's start with what we always start with, and that's a little bit of that new news. New news is brought to you by Xfinity.
Ooh, nice.
Xfinity is bringing us new news, and the first part of new news, we got a belly bucking champion. That's right. We had our first belly bucking tournament at the link this past Black Friday game in the New Heights tailgate, and No Shirt Dom came out victorious. He almost lost. We were kind of making up the rules as a win. It was a tight ring. Initially, it was like if you just stepped outside the ring,
there's got to be belly bucking rules somewhere online.
So the ring was tight. Initially, it was like if you take one step out, we're gonna end the match.
Yeah.
But it was people were taking steps out all over. We ultimately was like, okay, if you can get 2 feet out of this thing completely, then the round's over.
Man, I feel bad for anybody that lost with 1 foot out.
Nobody lost with 1 foot out.
Oh,
that's the thing. Right. It was very apparent from the first one. It's like, okay, we can't do that. It became apparent who won each time. And No Shirt Dom, he had a nice sidestep. At one point, it looked like he was going to lose. And he kind of like readjusted and kind of got his belly back into it.
That a boy.
I mean, go figure. You know, a guy that is committed to not wearing a shirt wins the belly bucking competition. He's very belly positive individual. We also had Jeffrey Lurie stopping by.
Oh.
Yeah. Andrew Whitworth stopping
Big
by.
Whit. Nice.
That's right.
Guy once had a belly, no belly anymore.
That's right. Well, yeah. He's still barrel chested like a motherfucker, though. He's still got that chest on him.
Yeah.
We signed a copy of somebody's Twilight. That's right. Book. And we got some 92%ers that asked some no dumb questions. I think I would redo the no dumb questions, Brandon, for our next iteration of tailgating or really just going out with fans. I think we got to bring the no dumb questions to the fans. It was hard to get them to think of them on the spot.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like, let's go in there with a predetermined kind of things we want to answer.
Put them on the spot where they don't get to think about this.
You tell us how many holes a straw has, and I'll tell you why you're a fucking idiot.
Note taken.
But the 92%ers are great.
Wow, you actually have a notepad?
Intern Brandon is always.
Why didn't everything, I came with a computer. I don't have a notepad. I want a notepad. Oh, I got a computer. There you go. You just write it.
Why would I do a notepad when I have this?
Jason, you got a little bit of a belly bucking in there. You want to tell everybody what the?
I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of make the belly bucking competition just so there was something that at one point I knew I would eventually get in there and get in the belly action, little belly on belly. Me and No Shirt Dom. So this is No Shirt Dom right here. He was our champion. We decided to have a little friendly one. The only thing that wasn't really a bucking. That was an offensive lineman, duck walk. Get the hips in there. I wish it would have been more of the bucking action. I don't think Dom was ready for it.
There wasn't much thrust in there.
But it was fun. I think that helmet was was cutting off the circulation in my brain.
Yeah. All right. Well, fun. What did you think was the technique of the bucking? What was the best technique you saw? Because in the video that we saw, there was a lot of thrusts. Was it more just like a bulldozer deal, or were guys trying to get leverage?
Well, that's what I kind of mean. I feel like when if you would have gone back to then thrust and that person stayed into you, when you went back, you were going to go backwards. So it felt more like guys were kind of like getting their hips and bellies stuck to each other and then just kind of pushing.
That's not a buck. You got to buck.
I know. I'm kind of with you.
See, you got to lay that law.
I don't know how to enforce that though, Travis.
You got to lay that law.
I don't know how to enforce it.
If you're not thrusting, you're Augustin.
You got to thrust.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Ooh, there's a buck.
My man,
get up in there. See, this is why you need to grab.
My man Brendan was trying to.
You got to grab those holsters. You got to grab those holsters. You got to put hands in the pocket.
Yep.
I get why the original video showed a lot of that.
Yeah, that's good technique though by Dom. That's good.
He's using shoulders. That's why I like hands behind the back.
Well, you can still shoulder with your hands behind your back.
Yeah, but you can't like fucking keep them right here.
You can't like roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a good point.
Finally, we're teaming up with Amazon as a part of their holiday giving initiative. That's right. We're in the holiday season. How about it, man? It's December, we're supporting an organization that is incredibly close to our hearts. That's right. Operation Breakthrough in Kansas City has been an organization that I've been a huge fan of and huge supporter of since I've been in Kansas City.
That's right. Amazon is working with an incredible organization across the country to support local communities by providing essential items, books, toys, and gifts to families who need them during the holidays. And we're honored to be highlighting Operation Breakthrough because of all the work they do every single day in the Kansas City area. For those of you that don't know what Operation Breakthrough is, Operation Breakthrough is kind of like a school teaching these kids all of these trades and skills and things that they can be ready to go into the workforce for straight out of high school. Some of them even are entering it while they're in high school. It also supports their families. Like there's food, there's
and that's where it originally started. It was originally started for the families and the kids that needed it around the Kansas City community, and they help with meals that go home to these families. Not only is it like an actual school, but it has after school care for the kids. And during this after school care, they get opportunities to learn and these extracurricular activities that they get to kind of latch onto. And that's where I've been able to help support it with the foundation that I have on help giving them those skills like STEM lab skills, science, technology, engineering, math, all these different avenues that they can go down and really experience and latch onto and see if they love them. And that's what the beauty of this organization is it's giving these kids something that they wouldn't have otherwise. And it's awesome to, have Amazon team up with them as well as New Heights.
Yeah, I mean, Trav, you've been involved with Operation Breakthrough for a long time in Kansas City. I recently just got involved last year. I've been to like the car show before, Kelce Car Jam, which Operation Breakthrough is a part of that as well. But recently they're converting an old pickup truck to electric. The students and the faculty there at Mind Drive and at Operation Breakthrough.
Oh, yeah.
Converting an entire vehicle to electric diesel hybrid.
I was going to say it's a hybrid. I was going to see if you even knew this. So actually it's going to get more miles to the gallon per se or the battery, because it's going to be able to fuel the battery to recharge itself in a sense, and you'll get longer mileage, which is it's a lot of bing going on in my mind. But these kids and the adults that are helping and kind of guiding.
Oz.
Yeah, shout out to Oz and everyone over at Operation Breakthrough.
NFL superstar Travis Kelce just got some serious relationship wisdom from George Clooney and is paying close attention. During the latest episode of New Heights, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end sat down with the Hollywood legend to talk about love, marriage, and the secret to lasting happiness. With his engagement to Taylor Swift still making headlines, Travis was all ears when Clooney shared his approach to maintaining peace at home. The conversation kicked off when Travis asked Clooney about an intriguing claim. "You and your wife haven't fought in 10 years. The Oscar-winning actor didn't hesitate. He confirmed it was true, then cleverly turned the question back on Travis. "Should we ask you the same question?" Without missing a beat, Travis admitted that in his 2.5 years with Swift, they haven't had a single argument either. So what's the secret? Clooney broke it down with refreshing honesty. "Neither of us are going to win the argument, so why bother getting into it? At 64 years old," he explained, "there's simply nothing worth fighting about." He met an incredible woman who's beautiful, intelligent, and shares his core values. Why would he jeopardize that? Travis was clearly impressed, admitting he was taking mental notes throughout the entire conversation. His brother Jason, former Philadelphia Eagles center, joked that he'd be stealing that advice too. If you're enjoying these insights into one of the most talked about couples in sports and entertainment, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any updates on Travis and Taylor's journey to the altar. The couple got engaged this past August in a stunning proposal that transformed Travis's Missouri backyard into something out of a fairy tale. Sources say the pair has already started making wedding plans, with Taylor's Rhode Island estate reportedly chosen as the venue. The oceanfront property is undergoing renovations to prepare for what promises to be an unforgettable celebration. Insiders suggest the wedding could happen early next year, with Taylor currently enjoying the creative process of planning every detail. Her bridal party is expected to include some major names. Close friends Gigi Hadid and Selena Gomez are rumored to be bridesmaids. The The guest list will likely feature an impressive mix of NFL stars, music industry icons, and Hollywood elite. Despite the massive public interest, Travis and Taylor have managed to keep most details under wraps, maintaining privacy around their relationship whenever possible. Their romance began in 2023 when Travis mentioned on his podcast that he tried giving Taylor a friendship bracelet with his phone number during one of her era's tour concerts in Kansas City. The attempt didn't work out as planned, but Taylor later showed up at a Chiefs game that fall, confirming they were dating. She later revealed that by the time she attended that first game, they were already a couple. They had spent significant time together privately before going public, allowing them to build a genuine connection away from prying eyes. The couple has shared several romantic moments since then. Last year, Travis traveled to Europe to support Taylor during her tour, including a memorable stop at Lake Como in Italy. When Clooney asked about the trip during their podcast chat, Travis lit up. "We danced around Lake Como for a while. I loved it out there." He joked that Clooney's home on the lake is a regular stop on celebrity tour boats. Every morning he would go running along the water, experiencing both gloomy and beautiful days. Each day felt like a new revelation about the world's beauty. Before you go, hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest news about Travis, Taylor, and their upcoming wedding. The Chiefs organization has been respectful of the couple's boundaries. Team president Mark Donovan promised Travis they would treat his relationship with the same respect given to any other player or coach. Taylor is never featured on stadium broadcasts, and her appearances are captured only by press cameras, maintaining a balance between public interest and personal privacy. George Clooney and his wife Amal, who married in 2014, clearly set an example worth following. Their approach to marriage emphasizes gratitude, shared values, and choosing peace over conflict. For Travis and Taylor, that wisdom couldn't have come at a better time.